Stuff you should know about State College of Florida. SCF is the area's first and largest public college. 43,000 students have graduated since 1960. You can't beat SCF's tuition and fees, which are about 50% cheaper than Florida State universities, not including the added cost of dorms and meal plans. In addition to the Associate in Arts degree that prepares students for university transfer, SCF has more than 20 Associate in Science degrees and 8 Bachelor degrees. SCF has campuses in Bradenton, Venice, and Lakewood Ranch, as well as online classes. A complete AA degree and all Bachelor degrees are available online. SCF provides a full array of college experiences, including art exhibits, music and theater production, 5 intercollegiate sports teams, and many club-sponsored events. Pass rates on certification exams for our health profession graduates exceed national and state averages. The pass rate for dental hygiene, for example, has been 100% for the history of the program. 82% of our AA graduates go on to a bachelor's degree. SCF transfer students maintain high grade point averages at Florida State universities and beyond. Find out more about State College of Florida at scf.edu.
Great. Well, thank you guys for coming. I'm Mrs. Almeida. I'm the school counselor here. I appreciate your patience today. We had a few technical difficulties, but I'm so happy you made it. I wanted to tell you just really quickly, we had a special guest coming today. We actually had the president of the college coming today, but she was called away suddenly and had to do something else. So we're going to have another speaker who is our principal of the SCF Collegiate School. She's going to give a few words about her career, and because it's a very fitting topic today as it's career day. So I'm going to welcome Miss Kelly Minot on stage to talk to you for a few minutes about her career. Please give her.
I'm being upstaged by Maverick, I can see here. Hi everybody, welcome. I'm so happy that you are here today and so happy to see you excited about the future. Are you guys excited about the future? First of all, let's raise your hand. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Jossie. Who else besides Jossie is excited about the future? Okay, how many are intimidated? 1, 4, okay, good. Anybody know exactly what they're going to do? Anybody know more than some of the career speakers today and are going to tell them the what for? Nobody? 1. Oh, Nina. They're going to correct the career speakers. Overall, I want you to be excited about today, and I want you to just absorb, and to learn. I know that there's a lot of pressure for your generation in high school to know exactly what you want to do. You have to go to college. You have to do dual enrollment. You have to no. And you don't, right? And sometimes you change your mind, and that's okay. Miss Almeida said I was going to talk about myself, so I want to thank you for letting me talk about myself for a moment. Overall, when I went to college, which wasn't after high school, I took a gap year and kind of traveled around the United States to see what was going on. As a waitress, you can do that. Once you know how to wait tables in Florida, you can do it in Maine or DC or anywhere. It's a really great skill. But I took a gap year. I went to college after that. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. I went to a community college to make sure that I had my skill sets, to make sure that I knew how to write, I knew how to speak, I knew how to get to the next level before I chose my degree, before I chose my career, which you have to do your junior and senior year, right? But I still didn't know. So I took kind of an emotional leap. I said, you know what, I just want to live in France. So how can I get there? And that's what my goal was. That's what my vision was. And once I decided what I wanted, everything wrapped around it. I got to travel abroad. I got to do some schooling in Switzerland and Germany. And then after that, I stayed with families. I made contacts. After graduation, I went back. I didn't live in France, but I was literally like 2 miles from the border in Switzerland, so I consider that a win, and I think I got to where I wanted to go. But what I want you to think about today is that sometimes that thing that is dragging you, that's emotional, might also help you get to your goal. There's always the plan that you have lined out that everybody's always here to help you with. But don't forget that there's also an emotional piece of that. You have to have your heart set in it. You want to do things for you and not necessarily for anybody else. So when you think about that today and you think about all their speakers, you're going to see them all, they're here because they're excited about their jobs. So make sure that you see what it is that connects them to that, because that's going to be the next piece. And then everything else is easy, right? I know that Dr. Probstfield really wanted to be here today to talk to you, and she was called away because she has a wonderful job that pulls her in many different directions, and sometimes there's just things that you can't avoid. But she wanted to give you this quote from Winston Churchill, and it says, "To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often." So even though you might have found what you wanted, you still have to keep looking. You can't just stop there and be stagnant, right? You never stop figuring out what your next goal is. Even though I did get to Switzerland for a few years, I came back here. And now I have a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to lead the collegiate school, which I love. So searching and finding and absorbing and appreciating what you have, and then looking at the next level. How can I improve myself? How can I find another goal? How can I find another challenge? The State College of Florida is a really great starting place for that. They offer a road for high school students beginning in dual enrollment, as you know, and you can get anywhere when you start at State College of Florida. And I'm going to bring Dr. Mears, the Vice President of Strategic Initiatives for the State College of Florida, here to tell you about that for the next few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Minot. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. I so wish you could have met with Dr. Probstfield. She loves to meet with students, but it just was one of those situations that came up the last minute. And the good fortune for you is you get to hear from me. Isn't it wonderful? When you heard Ms. Minot mention about start at SCF and go anywhere, it's absolutely true. We have students who come into our system that some will stay here and get their associate's degree, and they'll even continue on to one of our 8 baccalaureate programs. But most of our students, what they do is they start here, and then they go on to one of the state universities, or they go out of state. They kind of go anywhere, including the Ivy League schools such as Harvard and New College and Stanford. All of these schools have our graduates at them. So whatever your plan is, whatever your goal is, my advice to you today is listen, absorb from the speakers that you hear, listen to their experience, listen to why they chose what they chose. But in the end, follow your passion. What really means, what you're passionate about is what you're going to do well in. And it doesn't matter what that is. I happen to like math. I'm one of those math people, and it worked out very well for me. So the opportunities that gave me were just tremendous. But the notion really in the end, ultimately, is what are you passionate about? And what you're passionate about, you'll be good at. What you're good at, folks around you will love you for it and nurture you and even pay you pretty good money to do. So it's a great thing to do. But I did want to put a plug in for SCF. There was a slide up on this that it kind of might have passed through kind of quickly before, but the students that come to SCF and then go on to a university, especially in the Florida university system, their GPAs when they go on, the GPA, the grades that they earn when they go on, are higher than the native students, the students that might have started at Florida State or University of Florida, USF. And we're higher than, our GPAs are higher than, their students are higher than our other state colleges. So we're very proud of that. That's a tradition that's been with the college since its founding. It's always been one of those places that the universities love to see students from SCF. We used to be called Manatee Community College or Manatee Junior College, but whatever our name has been, the universities love us and they love to get our students. So obviously we'd love for you to come. Bayshore High School we've had a great tradition with. We started the College Center at Bayshore High back in 2008, I believe. And the idea was really that at Bayshore High you could get a serious number of college credits while you're in high school, part of the dual enrollment program. So take advantage of that if that fits for you. It may not fit for everybody. And then, of course, we have our collegiate school students that we're so proud of here, our 10th graders, and our collegiate school on site. We've just been so pleased and so proud of the job that's going on. And it's for folks like Miss Minot, and then for the next person I'm going to reintroduce, who Angela Almeida, our advisor, is really the one that had the brainchild, if you will, for this event, and is the one that kind of reached out to Bayshore High and really wanted to see if their interest was there. And the teachers and principal and administrators said, yes, we'd love to send our students over. So glad to see you, glad the day's finally here. The other announcement I'll mention is that spring break for you guys is like only a week away, so just hang in there. It's almost here. Okay, I know, isn't that good? Come on in. Are we okay on time? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mears, for coming. He stopped by just unexpectedly, so I really appreciate it. And thank you, Ms. Minot, for saying a few words. I really wanted to come out on stage and talk to you guys. I feel so back here in the background, but I have a few things to tell you before I let you go on to your sessions. We have 40 people who've come to speak to you today. I wanted to tell you, though, or remind you, there are how many careers out there? Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of careers, correct? Would you agree? Yes? Tons of careers. But we are only representing 40 today. So if your career doesn't happen, you don't happen to see it on your schedule, forgive us. We couldn't get thousands and thousands and thousands of people here. But we do have a lot of great speakers. They've missed work today to be here for you. So please give them your respect and attention. And also ask them some really good questions. Ask them questions about what you'd like to know that they maybe didn't cover. We have 20 volunteers. Come up, guys. They are helping you today. These are student volunteers. Thanks for the applause. If you want to come on up and just kind of file in behind me. These students are all in a Career Expo t-shirt for a reason. They are student helpers. They're going to be helping you find your building and your classroom today. They know the campus very well, so if you get lost, just peek your head out of a classroom and look into the hall and find one of these guys, and they can help you, okay? I also wanted to tell you who is actually here today. Dr. Mears and Ms. Minot touched on who is here today. We have Bayshore students and we have collegiate school students, and there are about 170 students who answered our career survey, our meta major survey. And so that's the schedule you have in your hands today. It may not be completely perfect. It may not have been exactly what you wanted to hear today, but please bear with us. It's our first time around. We'll make it better next year. Now, you did have time to choose a little bit more specifically the speaker, I believe, as you came in, so I can skip over some things here. What I wanted to tell you, attached to your survey, there's a notes page where you can take notes. You can take it back home with you, and it's questions about how much this career person makes, and the education that they needed to get this career. Please take those notes, because I want you to go home and look it up. See if that's what you want to do. That's what those notes are for. And then you'll also see on your packet 3 little pieces of paper. Those are surveys. Please fill out a survey after each one of your sessions and give it to your career speaker. They're going to be expecting those, and they're going to turn them in for us. So we want some feedback about how the speaker did, and we just need to know those things. So please turn in those surveys at the end for me. Okay. You also received a goodie bag at the door. And SCF Admissions has put that together for you. It has financial aid information, admissions information, additional information. There's a card you can fill out if you would like to get more information from SCF. Fill that card out and send it in so that you can get more information about what you need, and they can contact you. There's also a pen in there, so if you need a pen today to fill out your surveys, please utilize that. Now I just wanted to say, I'm going to skip over some things because our other speakers did such a fantastic job about guiding you and talking about careers. So I'm going to skip that part because we need to get you guys out into your sessions. The 2 things I do want to say, my hope is that you accomplish 2 things here today. That you hear a new career that really interests you. And number 2, you consider beginning your college education at State College of Florida. So there was another special guest, I believe, that is here. Where are you? Oh, I see him. Maverick's here today. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Maverick. Thank you, Maverick, for showing today. I want you to know there's going to be a photo taken. I believe I don't know if Maverick's going in the audience to take a picture with all of you guys. I believe we're doing that. You can follow us on Facebook. Find us on Instagram or Twitter at SCF Now. Remember to tag yourself and share it with family and friends. Okay, so, aww. So we're going to get some really quick photos, and then we're going to send you off onto your sessions.
Well, as you know, our college has been integral to this community, and we're always reaching out to the area schools, trying to help where we can, trying to help these students look at their future, think about what the best pathway is. You know that we're a great place to start for post-secondary education. A lot of students come here for 2 years, get their associate's degree, and then head on. And we just want to be part of the students' thinking. When they think of a place to go, we're hoping that they're thinking of SCF as a great place to start and go anywhere. We covered the health, we covered medicine as an option, certainly education, business, as you mentioned, all aspects of business, accounting, the sciences, technology. There's 8 career clusters really that are, they call them meta majors now in colleges, and really we covered all 8 of those extensively. As was mentioned at the opening session, there might be 1,000 different career opportunities, 1,000 different jobs that students can have, but we have speakers from 40 of those areas today, and we feel we've really covered the gamut quite well. You know, we're an open door institution. We're based on the fact that students can come to us regardless of what their background has been. As long as they have the high school degree, the GED, we're a great starting point. And for our faculty to work with these students and nurture them and just kind of challenge them so that once they get their associate's degree and they transfer on, the fact that they do better than the native students, better than our sister schools around the state, says a lot about what our faculty are doing, and I can't give them enough praise. Well, Charles, it's a great question, but I think it's just simply has been part of our nature since the college was founded back in 1957. We've been a big part of this community as Manatee Junior College, as Manatee Community College, now with having the name of State College of Florida. And really, at all aspects, it's important to us. It's just part of who we are. It's part of our blood. It's part of our being to be an integral part of the community and help in any way that we can.
Well, it's part of what a school counselor needs to do to guide students toward careers that they love or careers that they may not know that they love yet. So it made sense to make a career day, a career expo day for students in the 10th grade. That's a really crucial age for them to begin choosing their career. So the idea started back in October, and it's happening today. We did surveys to students in Bayshore High School and also the collegiate school here, and we let them answer questions about which career that they were interested in. Well, we after they chose their session, we laid out 3 different sessions for them. So they had a general meeting here in the auditorium, and then they went to an 11:30 session to hear from their first speaker, and then they'd go to the second one to hear from the second, and the third session to hear from their third speaker. I'm really hoping for them to maybe hear about a career that they've never heard about before and take that knowledge home and research more about it. And secondly, perhaps they'll see a career speaker that they thought that's what they wanted to do, and maybe they will research more that maybe that's not so much what I wanted to do, and they'll go back and look for more information. Well, it's so important to decide as early as you can and kind of get a path. And SCF is a great place to do that. You have many, many options here. The AA degree, the AS degree, the applied science, there's so many options here to get started. And what a better way to start that discovery is in a career expo. We can get students started on a number of tracks. Of course, there's many general requirements here in English, math, and science, and social science, humanities as well. But many of those courses will then transfer. If all of those courses will transfer, if they get their AA degree here, will transfer to a state university here in Florida.
Well, I received a call from Angela Almeida, the guidance counselor at Collegiate School, and she called me to explain about the SCF Career Expo, that it would be the first Career Expo, and invited Bayshore High School sophomores to participate. We're very happy that the students were able to select from 8 meta majors, and Angela worked very hard in getting over 40 different career speakers for our students to choose from. Well, at Bayshore High School, we actually start speaking to our 9th graders about their post-secondary plans. High school goes very quickly, and so sophomores need to start thinking about their career paths so that they can have a plan of action and be ready to go in their senior year and decide where they're going to apply to which institution. And so we're very happy to be able to expose our sophomores to this Career Expo. Well, many of our seniors apply and will attend State College of Florida, and at Bayshore we have a wonderful relationship with State College of Florida through our College Center and also our graduating seniors. I am always encouraging students to come to my office and apply to SCF, and we have them come over for college visits. We do an application day twice a year for students to be able to apply directly to State College of Florida while they're at Bayshore High School. Well, our sophomores were very excited. I believe they'll be even more excited when they complete today, because they weren't exactly sure how today will go, but I do believe that after being able to hear 3 different career speakers, I think they'll be on their way to start formulating plans for what their post-secondary ed plans will be. Well, we certainly want them to start thinking about their career paths. What we like to tell our students is if you can start formulating plans now, you'll save yourself a lot of money down the road, because college is expensive. And it also just will give them an opportunity to see the State College of Florida campus. And many of them at sophomore level haven't been on a college campus before, so this will be their first opportunity. So we're very grateful for State College of Florida and appreciate the opportunity that they've given us to participate in the Career Expo.
Our first reaction was just kind of, how is it going to work? How are we going to get the 10th graders over here? What type of time frame will it be? But the more we talked with State College of Florida, the more we really became interested, because what they can do for that career exploration and to set the stage for students to be both college and career ready, and to look at them going on and the students being prepared to go to college and being on this campus and looking around and walking around and finding out that this is something that they really want to do, became highly interested for us. So that's why we really started saying this is what we want to do, because we do trips with our AVID classes to colleges. But these are all 10th graders. All 10th graders can participate in this. So that foundation for going to college is laid right here early in their high school career. Well, first and foremost, those sophomores need that, because that sophomore year really starts a high academic year for them. As they move into 11th and 12th grade year, they need to really be thinking about, what is that college and career that I'm going to go to now? Freshman year is a lot of basic things. But now these sophomores need to really make a commitment to a direction that they're going to go after high school. So 10th graders can get prepared to actually do the dual enrollment and early admission over here at State College. They can do that, and they can go to Manatee Technical College also. And I think State College now is paired up with Manatee Technical College so that they can do some things even with an AS degree. So the opportunities for students between State College of Florida and Manatee Technical College is broadening and broadening, and that relationship's getting stronger. So that's what we want our 10th graders to know and understand. Yes, we'd like to see this take on as an annual event. We'd also like to see it grow. We've got a little over 100 students over here this year. However, we'd like to see that whole sophomore class join in this and come over and be a part of it. We would like for us to be able to partner more with State College and other ventures also, whatever those ventures may be. Even between us, State College of Florida, and IMG that's right across the road, because they're a part of this little block here that can really be an educational center, and that's what we'd love to see. I think there's really two important things that they can take away from today's opportunities that they have. First off, they can take away the idea that they can actually go to college. If they work hard, they make sure they pay attention in high school, they get their academic work done, that they can actually go to college. Second thing is, and I'm sure State College will talk about this, and that's the financial end of it, that students can find a way financially to get to school. So if they can learn in this short period of time that they're here, that first off, they can go to school, and second, that they can have the finances available for them, then that would be a great start for this program.
Well, firstly, Charles, I got involved because my daughter, Julie, is a student at the SCF Collegiate School. And I think it's important that people who have experience in various fields speak to our young people about them so they can get into careers that interest them, or at least it makes their hearts sing. As we get more advanced in our college and our high school academic careers, I think it's important to focus a little bit. It doesn't mean select a career, to be specific, but if you know you have aptitudes towards business or science or mathematics or arts, that's awesome. But it's just to help expose the children to those things so they can at least go to the right school of study, not necessarily the actual career, whether it's accounting or business or advertising. Not important, but if you're business oriented, it's important to know that's where you want to be. Well, I think that accounting is very diverse, and many younger people think that it could be just taxes, or it could be a small backroom bookkeeper. But that's not the career of a CPA. It could be what I said, or you could be running corporations at the multinational level. So there's such a diverse path you can take, and I've had a lot of those diverse jobs in my 30 years, and because just that very reason, I got not bored, but I wanted to move on to various components. So I've experienced taxes, auditing, corporate life, financial consulting, things like that. So it's been awesome. We need to get into the community to make sure that our young people have all the options placed in front of them, and to help our youngsters make the right decisions. And by doing days like today, it gives those students a chance to experience, and that's experience is important.
The Career Expo is a very important program because it gives the youth of Sarasota and Bradenton real insights into careers they may be pursuing. So today, it'll either reaffirm what they want to do with their studies and as they move forward, or it might inspire them to go in a different direction. Well, I graduated from State College of Florida about 4 or 5 years ago. Then I went on to the University of Florida, and about a year after, I started my own business called BEA Institute. BEA Institute is all about developing young leaders and connecting leaders around the world with each other. We have conference-type programs in South Africa, Ireland, and Costa Rica, where students from all over the world come together and learn about cultural values, pressing issues to the country, and really get to experience the country firsthand. It's very important to develop these skills because moving forward, you're going to encounter people from all different cultures, and just, having a basic understanding of their culture, where they're coming from, and how to talk to these people, the life skills that come with that will be instrumental in their success. It's very important because the State College of Florida is a very relevant institution locally, and by offering these services, it just increases the caliber of the students here, and the caliber of the job creators looking for students to employ for the future. I want them to take away that entrepreneurs aren't born. Any person can be an entrepreneur as long as you work hard enough and you have a passion for it.